Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your February tarot forecast. There is a lot happening in your relationships right now. If you don't have romance in your life, it could be showing up over the next few weeks, months, potentially. But what's really interesting about this is that there is a deep need for you to prioritize yourself and really emotionally process some of what has maybe happened to you up until now, or maybe what you are experiencing in the moment, or whatever's coming up very soon. But there's this overall energy here of feeling like your internal world is really adjusting and you are maybe going back to some impulsive tendencies or old ways of thinking, old self-sabotaging beliefs or ideas that interrupt a natural flow of something. So it could be a collaboration, of course. This could be a relationship with friends or family, but for a lot of you, this will be focused on romance or something in your energy field that needs to be adjusted so your next romance will be more successful or more rewarding, or this current relationship could become more rewarding if you really sort of navigate whatever challenges or emotional turbulence you're experiencing. Now, I say that because we have Venus, who very soon will be going retrograde. I believe Mercury will be going retrograde around that same time. And right now, we have Chiron, which is a wounded healer. Chiron is connected to our deep wounds, vulnerability, insecurities, panic, anxiety, connected to who we are and how we show up and what we do and how we sort of, like the mask we wear. It's like the pain behind the mask. It's the trigger point behind the reaction. So what's really interesting about this is it looks like you are maybe continuing to move through, or for some of you, you will start moving through a new chapter in your life that requires more emotional intelligence or emotional recognition so that you can control your response. And again, this can be like a professional thing also. Like if you're noticing that issues at work continue to come up, or just any kind of like relational dynamics, it's going to be really important that you pay attention to what you're feeling and like what is the story behind that feeling, because that story has a root, and that root was a situation or a belief that makes you feel some kind of way. So your feelings are valid for sure, but your feelings are not always accurate. They're not always true. So, and that's not just for you, that's for literally all of us. Like our feelings are valid, of course, but they're not always true. So I want you to keep in mind, like, what are you feeling? What emotions are coming up? What stories are you telling yourself about these emotions, about this experience? And then what decisions are you making because you feel that that story in your mind is real? And then maybe you're going back into impulsive decisions. Maybe you're popping off on some people. Maybe you're breaking up with some people. Maybe you're just telling other people to just fuck right off. And really, it looks like this is more about you. And I don't mean that as like an insult. I just mean that to let you know that you could be feeling overly sensitive. Your ruling planet, Mars, will be moving direct very soon, and he will be moving direct in Cancer. Now, Cancer is a very emotional energy. Mars in Cancer is a very reactive sign and energy. And that happening with Chiron in your sign, it's like your wounds, your triggers, all of that shit is coming up for clearing. So it's very helpful to be going through this experience. Like we also just had a new moon in Aquarius. That was the first new moon of 2025. So what does that mean? Well, this new moon is connected to Aquarius. Aquarius, you don't need to be an Aquarius, by the way. This is still affecting you, okay? Because it's a new moon. The moon affects all of us. So I want you to really pay attention to what I'm about to say. You maybe have to rewind it and watch it again. Now, a new moon in Aquarius is a focus on a new cycle beginning connected to the stories in our mind, because Aquarius is connected to fixed air energy. Fixed means stuck or committed to. It can be a limitation. And when it's a fixed limitation, stuck, loyalty to an air element, that means air is the mind. Okay, so the stories, the beliefs in the mind. So are you following? Because remember, we talked about when you were younger, maybe it's your family, maybe it was early relationships. There is something in your life that has shaped a story about you or about the world around you. And that story has feelings attached to it, emotions attached to it. That's how you feel when that story is triggered. Okay. And this is like, a lot of this is subconscious because Pluto is in Aquarius right now also. That's where we just had the new moon. So if you're confused, just listen to how to work with this energy, okay? Some people really know and understand and want to know about the specifics of the astrology. So I'm going to give it to you. But there's this overall energy here, 8 of Cups, okay? You walking away from 5 of Swords, destructive thoughts. So self-sabotaging thoughts, ideas, limitation, destructive thoughts, you are leaving them in the past and you are moving forward. How are you going to do that? You're going to explore, okay, the Hermit reversed, internal exploration. You are exploring the subconscious energies, the programs in the back of the mind, the beliefs and limitations that we keep in the subconscious mind. Now, those subconscious energies and stories are what we believe about ourselves and the world around us. Those stories were implanted at some point from religion, family, the generations before us, society, church, school. Like there's so many different ways of programming a human. And I know that sounds crazy, but like how long did you believe that the food pyramid was good for you? How long have you been using Q-tips when you shouldn't be? It's like we are so easily manipulated because we just like follow what everyone else does. And that's fine. It's like whatever. But at some point we need to recognize where that's not healthy or helping us and we want to break free. So what stories in your mind from your family, from early relationships or whatever, what stories are in the subconscious? Okay? That subconscious story and belief system is right now connected to Aquarius energy. Pluto just entered Aquarius, okay? So Pluto is death and rebirth. So you need to examine all of that shit because you don't want to keep carrying it forward. We don't want to. We don't want to carry it. 10 of Wands reversed. We want to drop it and we want to welcome in a fresh perspective. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is helping you get a fresh perspective. The Magician card, fresh cycle. Okay, this is the number 1. See? So this is a new cycle. We are now in the new year. We just had the lunar new year. We just had the first new moon of 2025. That first new moon is a very important new moon because it is supporting our progress all year. Now, why is this important for you specifically? Because this new moon is connected to Aquarius. I've already said that. That is the stories. Pluto in Aquarius is helping us destroy and reset and change and shift the stories. Okay, this is the first new moon of 2025. I have a workshop. If you haven't watched the new moon workshop, like you really should, especially depending on this conversation that we're having, and you can pay whatever you want. It's a really easy way to support this work so I can continue doing this work. If you're here because it resonates and you're liking it and enjoying it and using this content, then please support me. So go watch the new moon workshop. You can pay $1. I don't care. It's a helpful resource for you to break free and to start this year right. You are going to be experiencing a lot of change. You've got the Tower card here with the Devil. This is allowing you to break through any of those old issues. Why? So you can lend yourself and you can go forward and find, you have this beautiful Knight of Cups. This is someone who is trying to give you more love. This Knight of Cups is someone who wants to offer you something, who wants to commit deeper, who it could be a healthy collaborator. It could be a friendship, reconnection, or a reset with a family dynamic. Like, it doesn't need to be love, but for a lot of you, especially with this 10 of Cups and this beautiful World card, oh my gosh, and this Page of Coins, this is someone who wants to show you what love is like. I want to show you. Oh, wait, what's the song? Oh, my God. I want to know what love is, or whatever the fuck, you know? You've got a 6 of Wands here. You've got an Empress card here. It's like someone wants to treat you like a motherfucking queen, bitch, okay? Someone wants to just treat you like a queen or a king or a ruler or whatever you identify as. I don't care. But someone wants to love you properly or at least experience a new level of relationship with you. Whether it's collaboration, friends, family, it doesn't matter, but this is a fresh fucking cycle and it's gonna start internally. So what do? You work with the energies of the universe to adjust your internal world, and then what happens? Your internal frequency increases and stabilizes, and your external world begins to reflect that. Okay, so for you to level up externally in relationships, abundance, everything, it starts internally. Okay, the external world is a reflection of your internal world. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna use this magician energy to spark a new fucking cycle. You're gonna start a new cycle. You're gonna go and do your homework. What's your homework? Come on. New moon workshop, okay? If you're interested in your 2025 love forecast or your tarot forecast, your horoscope for the year ahead, I'm going to tag it on this post. It's also on my website. You can find everything there. I love you, Aries. Let me know if this was helpful, if this resonates. If so, please support my work. Go do us both a favor. Support my work and study. Do my work, okay? Go. New Moon Workshop. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Send it to a friend. Share it on your Instagram story. I will see you very soon. I love you. Ciao. You know what? Actually, I'm going to start doing the free personal reading giveaways again. So if you want to be entered in that draw for a free personal reading, then you need to share this on your story and you need to go tell people to watch. Okay? I love you. I'll see you very soon. Ciao.